Hey all, my name is Daniel. This is the first one of these that I'm doing, but I wanted to do a video and kind of walk you through one of the rehabs that we do. I'm standing in front of a house that I bought here in Longview, Texas. Alright, here we go. So this is the exterior. We have already started to paint the exterior. You can see the new tan paint. I've put a new roof on this house as well. Let's go inside. All right, this is the inside of the house. As I mentioned before, this is the house we're rehabbing in Longview, Texas. This is the kitchen. It was stripped of sheetrock. There was subfloor, but no flooring. You can see this is the plywood we're installing right now to create the floor level. As I mentioned, this is the kitchen. You can see over here, stubbed up from the floor. That would have been the plumbing. There was no plumbing. I'm sorry, there was no kitchen cabinets when we bought the house. So we're going to install kitchen cabinets right here, and hopefully we'll walk you through the whole process. All right, this is an example of some of the damage that we see. We pulled up a sheet of plywood and the floor was rotted through underneath. We believe the cause was the previous front door here had a large gap underneath it, and there was probably water damage coming in for an extensive period of time. So this is one of the typical, some typical damage that we'll see on a fixer-upper like this. The other piece of damage that was significant on this house was all the sheetrock. So this house had been rewired prior to me purchasing it, and every place they went in to rewire, you can see they tore out the sheetrock all the way down. Can show you, it's in basically every room. This is a 3-bedroom house, 1.5 bath, which we thought was a pretty good deal. This is the bathroom. The entire floor was rotted out as well, so we had to get this down to the ground, rebuild even the flooring, rebuild the studs. We replaced the bathtub. We're going to come in here with tile. That's the concrete board, the backer board. 1.5 bath, so 1 toilet on each side, a tub in the middle that can be accessible. I think we're going to keep these sinks. We're going to trade out the faucets, kind of update them with something a little bit newer. This would probably be the master bedroom because it's adjacent to the bathroom. Again, you can see all the sheetrock damage, including even some in the ceiling, everywhere that they went in to replace the electrical when it was rewired. And more sheetrock damage here as well. All right, let's go back up front. Here I am once again standing in the kitchen. I just wanted to talk about a few of the items that we identified up front that we knew we would have to repair on this property. So as I mentioned previously, and as you can see behind me here as I turn around, there were no kitchen cabinets when we purchased the house. I mentioned the lack of flooring, or there was subfloor but no flooring in the kitchen, the entire kitchen and dining room area. There was significant sheetrock damage. There are 2 or 3 separate areas that we needed to go down and repair the floor, the subfloor, and the joists. And then the bathroom basically had to be gutted and started over. In addition to that, we're installing an electric stove. We're installing central heat and air. Obviously installing new cabinets, new kitchen, including granite. And we'll also be installing fresh flooring in these areas that didn't have any. And then my intention is to refinish the hardwood floors that are in good enough condition to be refinished. They will hopefully last 20 or 30 years, which will save me significant expense on my CapEx over the life of the rental. Okay, so we're outside again. I wanted to talk about a couple of the other items that we were very attracted to and that we thought made this property a great deal. You can see it has a large carport here. which is in good condition, just in need of some paint. It also has a significant concrete driveway, concrete pad. It proceeds back into the backyard of this house. And I wanted to get back here to really show you guys the size of this yard. This is a huge lot. I'm not exactly sure, it might be about a 1/4 acre, maybe a 1/3 of an acre, but the size of this lot is quite significant for a house in a neighborhood like this, I believe the house was built in '62. This concrete pad back here had a shed on it. I'll include some pictures of the shed. We had to demo it. There was no redeemable value, unfortunately, but the pad will remain. We could put another shed on it or find some other use for it.